I'm walking up and down. What's that?
No, you upstairs.
I told you it was lit. Alakai Harley with Gold, featured as my trending track of the week once upon a time. But you know what, I also have another trending track of the week. Features one of my first ever trending tracks of the week on this show, Internet Generation, way back when in 2016, here in the studio today. So we're going to go into my EP listening party very soon. But you know what, we're going to move with this motion, stay with the vibe. This is Cranium featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Wizkid again on the show. This is Can't Believe. We've also got someone else in the studio. You want to introduce?
What? Hello. I go by the name of Civil. I'm also an artist from South London as well. Yeah, and I do a few performances with Nico. Come on, Nico.
I've seen your name quite a bit as well, so you know, stay a friend of the show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Loving the vibe, but listen, we're going to move on the vibe now. It's coming up to 3:20 in the afternoon. It's now time to go into a little bit of a party. So if you're in the car, yeah, make sure you keep your hands at 10 and 2. Stay locked. This is Internet Generation. It's now time for our EP listening party.
One for African arts, culture, and Afro edutainment. 98.7 New Styles.
They call me Neeks, but you can call me Nico. You're listening to Internet Generation. Don't even bother change that, man.
Band. So orcs indeed. But anyway, I'm now in the studio with my guest of the day.
Guest of the day.
Guest of the century. Basically. It's Neeks. It's now time for the EP listening party. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. How are you?
I'm feeling alright, you know. Rude. No respect at all. Joking, that was really funny. Little bro is here as well in the studio.
Hello.
You're on a record, how do you feel?
I feel really good.
Yeah, you were like one of my first ever guests.
Yeah, no, that was sick. That was a good time, man.
I know, all the way from London. I actually threw you up. I played like a drop that you recorded. Vance.
That was so awkward.
And everyone's in the room. Like, but yeah, how was the trip down from London?
It wasn't even that bad. I slept for a bit.
Yeah, as you would. I knock out in like.
Yeah, literally. I knock out so quickly. But now the journey was calm when I woke up.
Yeah.
It's just nice. It's just a nice journey.
Yeah.
So can't complain.
So we're here again.
Yeah.
I want to go back a little bit. Because if we're specific,
yeah.
Your first ever trending track on the show on 4th of June 2016. Imagine. Yeah, you're my second interview ever. My first interviewed guest out of Birmingham. Imagine. And then just over a year later, you dropped your first EP. Yeah. I feel like we've both like grown. Like,
so much, you know.
I know. I feel like comfortable on radio now. Like back in the day, I was like sweating. Like, and Papa Neeks was like filming the thing. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh my day, like, what am I doing? And I watched it back and it was on YouTube. I was like, oh no.
That was a good interview. I liked it.
I mean, anyways, but we're here now with the EP. Talk to us about the EP.
Alright, so the EP is called episode 1, Recognize, because it's an EP. So basically it's just about recognizing me for me. So I'm not like quite an open person really. So I wanted like everyone to get like an insight to like my mindset at times and how I feel. So what I did was I wrote each song at a stage in my life, like how I felt at that time. Right. So like for example, if I felt like, I don't know, like sad or something, I'll write it. I'll like write the song. Or if I felt like extremely happy or just gassed or something, I'll just write the song there. Right. So it was just more like trying to make the audience just feel how I feel and just make it as intimate as possible, I guess.
It is, that's a good word to use because it is quite intimate, it's quite telling. I mean, we'll go through the tracks piece by piece. We're going to go and play every single one piece by piece and we'll talk about them.
Yeah.
Why the title first of all?
It just seemed like the best I think, yeah, it just seemed like the best title just to kind of get the concept across really. Yeah. I couldn't really think of anything else. I always wanted to like name something like episode something, like just because I don't know, it just seems cool, like EP and then so, but then you just take an I, it just seemed like cool. So yeah, that's really about it.
Let's go over the names on the EP. So we've got Spell It Out.
Yeah.
We've got Recognize.
Yeah.
Then we have Take Me As I Am, which we played many times before on the show. Then we have Paranoid and Finesse. And then the next song I want you to pronounce because it's a lot going on. It's a lot of syllables.
Skidoo.
Yeah, we'll get there. And then we have Snapping Sesh.
Yeah.
And then the last one to end it all off, we have Last Night.
Yeah.
So not too many songs. Why an EP? Why not not a mixtape? Why an EP?
I decided to do an EP just because it's like an episode of my life, like a stage in my life. Plus, an EP is like quite concise. It's not too long.
Yeah,
even though an EP actually is 6 songs, but this is 7. But yeah, well.
You do what you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
want to do.
Alright, so let's start it off. Spell it out. Produced by Prototype. Who's actually listening all the way from America. That's crazy.
Shout out to Prototype.
It's morning. Like, has he even had breakfast?
Probably hasn't. This guy don't sleep. I swear he doesn't sleep.
That's crazy. Did you think I'm going to be awake at those times? I think probably like 8 o'clock. Like 9, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
because I tuned in. That's mad. So the beat is Flames. As per by Prototype actually.
Yeah.
I played him a lot as well on the show. Love the little glimpse at the end. Is that like from a live show? What's going on?
So
It
basically,
threw me off. I was like, where are we going?
no, so basically I was in uni and we all just like chilled together and just freestyle whatever. So I first done them bars in uni and like them lot like caught onto it. So then I was like, oh, you know, let me just add that in there because my friend recorded it on his Snapchat.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let me put it in there. It seems cool. So why not, man?
Alright then, so introduce the first record for us and we'll just go straight into it.
Alright guys, the first record on my EP is called Spell It Out, produced by Prototype, and we are on New Style Radio.
No, this song's Flames.
Spell it out like this.
Oh my days, I didn't even know like what to go into, like I didn't even know like, and then in the background now actually, let me just like simmer it down. That's the ending I was talking about.
Love that ending, man.
No, I didn't know how to like go. Like we're going into like ooh, but
yeah.
The beat is Flames. The song is Flames. What an introduction! I actually asked you on the break there, like, how did you decide like what to go first? And you didn't even want to go with this song first.
It was my mum. My mum decided. She was like,
your mum's woke, fam.
Literally, she was like, you know what, you need to go with this one. This one's like perfect for you, like the vibe and everything.
It is. It just jumps straight into it. Like
exactly.
It hits you a little bit. Lyrics now.
Yeah.
I'm not the one to scrapple with. You can see that my wordplay is impeccable. Last year fell apart in my dreams. This year I won't stop till. What do you mean when you're saying you fell apart in your dreams? I need to understand.
So like
we went a bit deep there.
Nah, so it's like I don't know. Like around last year, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
Like I felt like I wasn't. Like I was doing. Like I explained this a lot in the song Paranoid.
Yes.
So
because it comes up again.
Yeah. So I feel like I was doing so much and I wasn't really like moving from where I was. I didn't feel like I was progressing much, and it's like I started like feeling, I should probably just give up. Like there's really no point. I can't really see myself getting anywhere with it.
Yeah.
So that's basically what that like.
But that's kind of normal and honest for any sort of like, I would guess anyone in the creative industries, let alone an artist and stuff. Talk to everyone about your beginnings, because not a lot of people would have perhaps heard the first interview. If you haven't, remember you can catch it on Mixcloud, mixcloud.com/Rakeem Amar. Anyway, back in the room. Because you started off in the Brit school.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you again, how did that go? How was that experience? What was it like?
The Brit school was like amazing. It allowed me to like meet Ryan over there, civil over there. So I met him. We become good friends. And, like we do shows together and stuff. So we built that connection there. I also got to learn about more about like the industry and stuff and like what to expect. And it taught me that, you know what, like the industry isn't all like flowers and whatever.
It's really is not.
There's like a really harsh side to it as well. So I kind of learned how to get around a lot of situations as well, along with like enhancing like my production skills, my stage presence, and everything like that. So it's really good.
I remember asking you like way back when. So is it like you would go and like stand up on tables, like people like break out, like jazz hands, and
that's what I say. I said no, but it's also sometimes that does happen.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
I remember. Yeah.
I was like trying to picture it, like nieces dancing on tables.
It's not even art. It's musical theatre, man. Them lot love that.
That's a bit. That's a lot, you know.
That's
I don't know about that. So I would guess that this was always something. Maybe destined is a big word, but this was something you always sought out to do, right? You always wanted to go into this. This was always the plan.
Yeah, basically, yeah. From when like I saw my dad like over there, shout out to Dad. He used to like do his little mixes and stuff like that. He used to take me studio when I was younger, and I don't know, just like watching that was just like really inspiring. It's like, yeah, like this is something I want to do. Like he seemed like he's enjoying himself as well. And I was like, yeah, no, like this is something I really want to get into. I even remember him like trying to rap. trying not to rap.
Oh, there's beef.
But, yeah, no, I just found that all inspiring. Like he would always take me and just like let me watch over him, like sit me on his mix, and I'd just be like, yeah, like this is me. Like I got so comfortable.
So do you love like being in the studio?
Yeah, like I have my own home studio. So that's just like whenever I want to record quickly or something like that, I just literally just move to the side of the room and just record there. Even when I like enter a new studio, I'm always like amazed because it's like this is what I want to build one day. I want to be able to have my own massive studio like this and just feel more at home, I guess.
Well, it's gonna happen. You have to put things out there in the atmosphere. No shame.
Yeah,
right,
man.
number 2 on the EP, Recognize, featuring Tendai. Am I pronouncing that properly?
Yeah, Tendai and Dialectic D, which has got a little spoken word
At the beginning.
Yeah.
So the title track of the EP.
Yeah.
Now, Recognize frustrates me a little bit.
Why?
Because as well as it gets you gassed or whatever,
Yeah.
you only get one verse. It's just one verse.
Because I felt like there was, because my mum was even saying that as well. Like, my mum said everything.
Because she's
But-
woke, man.
She's woke. But I felt like I didn't really need to say much on that topic really, because I felt like if I was to say much, like too much, I feel like I'll be repeating myself. And then because you're gonna hear more about it in Recognize, so it's like the song kind of goes in steps where it's like I'm touching on it a bit, then I'm touching on it a lot.
Yeah.
So it kind of progresses up, and I didn't want to like say too much in Recognize, because then it's like when you listen to Paranoid, it's like, oh, I've heard this before, sort of thing.
Right.
So I tried to keep it like almost on the surface, like just one verse quickly, put 10 down the chorus just to say his piece as well, and the spoken word to kind of enhance that. So yeah.
So enough of the chat. Let's go into it. This is the second one on the EP. Recognize. Alright, so we're moving on into number 3.
Yeah.
But before we get there though, I feel like this is like targeted to someone. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
What, Recognize?
yeah. Like what's really going, like who are you actually talking to? Like fill us on the beat.
Nah, so it's not even like no one. It's like, you know, like when you're a rapper, you have this like imaginary person that you kind of aim for, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's never like, well, with me anyway, I'm never like atting someone. Sometimes I'm just like creating this imaginary person and I'm atting them, or sometimes I might even be talking about myself. Like I literally at myself. So that's something I didn't do this in this EP, but a few songs that I'm working on, it's like I'm addressing myself, but it seems like I'm talking to someone else. So yeah, it's not really like me just talking to anyone, just imaginary person.
Alright, that's really good, but I just really wanted to leave. I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for the scoop. Like, would you ever make a diss track?
I don't know.
When someone came for you, Neeks, they came.
I don't know. It's one of them ones. It's good for it's like a sport thing. So like if it's like for the sport, then like like that'll be fun. Like just going back to back with someone. I mean, I do it with Civil all the time, like in the living room. That's just funny.
We're gonna get Civil on the mic as well. It's annoying that we only have one mic right now, but we'll get him on the mic as well. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I ever send for someone. I don't know. It just seems, unless it's like for the sport sort of thing, then it just seems like pointless.
For the culture.
Yeah, like it's just pointless really.
Alright, so track number 3, which we played prior, Take Me As I Am. Now this song right here is one of the highlights from the whole EP for me. I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying. It's actually honest.
Yeah.
Like when you're saying like you're seeing someone with another man, you know, you can see yourself as that guy, like a real scenario out here in these streets. Lyrics, I thought you wanted a husband, not a man. Grown bars! Those grown man bars.
Grown man bars.
What made you want to write this sort of song?
I don't know, man. It's one of them ones where there's like a lot of love songs that always have a happy ending. I was like, but what about the guys that don't really have a happy ending? Like, what about those guys out there? So I was like, let me just like, because this like, it's not something that doesn't happen. It's something that happens quite a lot to people. So I was like, you know what? Let me just write on this topic, and yeah.
That's true. It does happen. It is like a normal thing. But who hurt Neeks?
No one.
What do you mean?
You gotta get hurt. Come on.
The room got really tense. Everyone
Just don't get hurt.
Everyone really looked like dead serious, just going, oh my days, ask the personal question.
Oh man.
But no, it definitely shows that softer side to you on EP than like other records. There's one, we'll get to that in a moment. But even though you said you will draw for the Cocoa Pops, Mr. Serial Killer Banks. But
I love my cereal.
Here's a question that's going to be asked as well.
Yeah.
Is Neeks then in a relationship?
Yes.
What do you mean? What was that?
Yes.
That's not a good way to answer the question. Suppose they're listening.
Okay, yes.
Or they're present. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's if you answered it properly.
Oh man.
Where's the sample from? Like, all that chatting. I was like,
So
What's going on?
that I found it in. I was just like looking online for like some free samples just to use. I can just find them. So I thought I'd throw that in there. Came across it. It seemed like very relevant. It's like an argument between like a guy and a girl about how the guy doesn't treat the girl right. And I was like, oh, like this is perfect. Like this proper suits. So it's not. So then it's speaking from the perspective of the girl that I'm addressing and her guy. So I thought, oh, like that fits quite well. Let me just add that in there.
I literally thought it was a movie, like strict.
It sounds like a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like a car conversation, I'm pretty sure. But it suited like very well, like very well.
Alright, I'll leave you to introduce this one. Introduce Take Me As I Am.
Alright, this one is Take Me As I Am, featuring Rennie, produced by King Benjamin. Yeah, man.
We're going to move on to number 4 though.
Number 4.
I feel like I'm rushing through this, you know what I mean? I want to stay in this moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that a lot. Paranoid and Finesse.
Paranoid and Finesse.
Backpack loud trim, that's how you finesse. Now, if you want to talk about growth, right?
Yeah.
Paranoid and Finesse, for me, exemplifies that to like the fullest.
Yeah.
When it comes to yourself. I mean, Paranoid, I feel like we're coming with that Drizzy flow here. Like, it's weird.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on? But I appreciate the growth. And then at the end of the record, like, are we hearing a brother? Is it?
So it's basically like, if I just quickly explain, so it's basically like two sides of facing the fact that, as I was previously saying, like, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. So it's like one side is like kind of feeling sorry for myself, feeling like I've more or less lost like everything if I quit music sort of thing. But then the other side is like, you know what, like, bun what anyone says, it's like, yeah, like I'm gonna finesse the whole world. So it's kind of like two sides of the situation, like how you can deal with it in different ways.
That's quite deep.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting that answer. But I mean, you don't have live and all that conversation. You know what I mean? No, but I feel like Paranoid and Finesse is like lit. I think it's, I don't know, I'm not gonna rank your EP especially as you're like sitting in front of me. Weird. But I definitely think this is like one of the best. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I think going from last year June to now, I think this is certainly this is what I want to hear. And I was talking to you as well. I actually want to get the songs on the playlist. So shout out to cough cough any of the playlisters on Freestyle Radio. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the songs on the playlist so we can hear it more often, not just on Saturday afternoons from 2 to 4. Do you know what I mean? Throughout the week. So we're going to try and do that, of course. Let's introduce Paranoid and Finesse. How would you introduce these records?
So this one is Paranoid and Finesse, produced by the E and Smithers.
Rude. No respect at all. Joking. That was really, really funny. Little bro is here as well in the studio.
Hello.
You're on a record. How do you feel?
I feel really good.
Oh my God. Now, do you guys always? Are you like that as brothers? Do you
Literally,
Yeah.
Like me, him, my cousin as well. Like always cussing each other's
do
true.
you always make fun of his equal sign on the flag?
It's not even
Yeah.
like that. It's not even equal sign. It's like, we're never gonna get into this one.
No, but like one day, you know, you're gonna look back on this moment and
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, I was on that EP. I was there, slewing. That was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's got the star quality, you know what I'm saying?
It's actually
Don't
got the
worry.
star quality.
Remember this moment.
It's got the swag in it.
It's got the swag, it's got the swag. Anyway,
So-
let's move on. I'm not going to pronounce this next song because I said it to you before and it's just going to sound terrible if I say it. So number 5 on the EP, like how am I pronouncing this?
Scooby-Doo.
Like, who, what, where? Why?
So this one's like a reference to my pen. So it's like my pen just literally just spraying it like absolutely mad. So this one's just like me just having fun on the track, just spraying.
I feel like it's one for the track raves.
Yeah, definitely.
And you definitely don't want anyone talking crud in your presence.
And me.
I also appreciate like the seamlessness, like from Finesse into this. It goes very well.
Yeah.
It went really, really well. Anyway, we haven't got much time, so I'm gonna go straight into it. Do you want to introduce?
Alright, this one is called Scooby-Doo, produced by Notes.
Flames.
Flames.
And you know what's funny? I was like, who produced this? And you were like, what? He's how old?
16, you know, like 16 or something like that. Something mad.
16 years old.
Yeah,
and
he's like
producing
really
things like this.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
My
Crazy
days. My days. Well, we're going to go into the next one.
Yeah.
If you just tuned in, you're late to the party. It's the EP listening party. For Neeks, Obvi, recognise the EP.
Yes.
Now on to track number 6. So you basically missed all of the EP because there's only like 2 songs left. But it's okay, stay tuned because we've got like 6 minutes. Now this is Snapping,
Yeah.
Featuring who?
Tendai and Rennie and Tendai, I should say, yeah.
And produced by Smithers.
Smithers.
This beat is mad.
Aye, Smithers is different.
I made like notes when I was writing, like when I was listening to it the first time.
Oh,
so I'm like reading from my phone, which is pretty orcs. But I love the production,
Yeah.
and it's got that weird like scary Kendrick type voice thing going on
And,
with like
yeah,
the
in the
vocals.
chorus, yeah.
Yeah. Talk to us about what this song is about.
So this one is just basically us snapping out all our like issues. So mine obviously being the fact that I wasn't going anywhere. So I was kind of like aiming like at the industry and like at people, like not specific people, but like people who are like up there but they don't really deserve to be up there just because of their attitude and like what they talk about, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm snapping on. But everyone else is like snapping on something completely different. So yeah.
Well, let's snap with the talking and go straight into the song. Introduce number 6.
This one is Snapping Sesh featuring Rennie, Tendai, and produced by Smithers.
I'm so conscious that we're running out of time. It's so annoying.
Man, come on.
So annoying, so annoying. We've also got someone else in the studio. You want to introduce?
Hello. I go by the name of Civil. I'm also an artist from South London as well. Yeah. And I do a few performances with Nico. Come on, Neeks.
I've seen your name quite a bit as well, so you know, stay a friend of the show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And when I do my EP launch party as well.
Oh, jeez. How was the EP launch
Oh
party?
no, that was sick. So I had Civil perform as well. I had like a few other artists off the EP and on the EP. It just went well. Like it went well, but it went better than I expected. Like by far. Everyone was like really supportive. A few guys knew the bars, which was pretty sick. From Spell It Out, that was very sick. It was just a vibe. It was just a nice vibe, man.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Where can people learn and find out more about Neeks?
So you can catch me on Instagram, Neeks Music UK. On everything, I'm Neeks Music UK. So that's Instagram, Facebook, and SoundCloud. And then on Snapchat, Neeks, NICSZ,
Yeah, for me, it's the same. Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud is not really updated, to be honest. But find me at Civil Ryan, Civil_Ryan on Instagram. That's my main one. And watch out for my EP coming sometime soon.
Neeks, I want to thank you so much for coming by all the way from London. I wanted to end off the show with some, well, it was Pups that suggested, you end off with some bars. But we're not. Instead, we're just going to go into last night, the last sound of the EP. Is there anything you want to say, the last words, as we end with last night?
So this one is produced by me. And it's basically a follow-up from Take Me As I Am, so it's the aftermath of everything that happened. So yeah, this one's quite a deep one, getting your feelings. Not too much, but yeah man, last night.
Neeks, I want to thank you so much for coming by, and to everyone in the room. Listen, stay locked to this guy, keep your eyes on this guy, he's going to go very, very far. Remember, you heard him here first on Internet Generation. Guys, I'm out of here, we're all out of here, stay locked, this is New Style Radio.
Forget about wonderland in this place where you were Alice, but I wanted to manage to keep the motion. I was chosen, heartbroken. I owe you for the force you won't see you because I couldn't be the type of guy that you wanted me to be. Look, but I'll change if I needed to. Let me on you, I'm meaning to. Cause I'm so close, you didn't know if I was feeling you. When that's a bird that I'll carry. See, as long as you're happy, I couldn't care less for what I'm feeling. Now we don't talk for my reasons, but I hope that it changes like the seasons. I clapped up when it was too late, and it's the fact it was too late. We can't even make change to a situation that we've been in with the feelings are too great. I hope we don't lose faith. As I walk around, head down,
like
for the smile that's too fake and the mindset too real. I spent a lifetime impressing you.
You go like all the way down.
As I walked out of the room, lost so confused, you told me don't want it was to wretch you. A conflict in my door stressing you. I can tell that it's real. Man, I'd be so pissed if I let this slip, and no one in the world that I clue how I feel. Too bad. Let me just jump on a set, lay it down and go mad, and show these guys that I'm still over here, something like a do-rag. My heart's so cold, cool, let me lose that. Go try again, why would I do that? Love coming in here, trying to move back. They say it like me now, that's a true fact.